So Terry, how did you get involved with the anawim house?
Well, back in 1995, I was actually a person that was on the street. I had no home. I had very little personally. I was addicted to crack cocaine, and I had nothing in my life, and I didn't know what I needed to do to change. So through going around certain organizations, I had gone to StreetLink, which was a homeless shelter, and through there I'd actually heard about this big blue house, which is anawim. That when I came here, one of the first things that they told me is that they wanted to know who I was, and they wanted to know what I wanted to change, what I wanted to do to get off the streets. And this to me was a brand new experience. I hadn't had somebody actually ask me what I needed to do to change. I didn't have anybody actually care enough to, they didn't care, to put it bluntly, but here, they asked me what I needed to do, what I wanted, right? And so I knew I needed to change. I either needed to learn how to stop using drugs, or I needed to learn how to do drugs better, or I needed to just stop everything. And through talking to the workers here, I realized that anawim could be that for me. That anawim was that stepping stone that I needed to be able to stop using drugs and to start finding out who I am as a person. At anawim, they taught me how to work with others, and they gave me suggestions on how to improve my life. So, you know, I worked with others here. I worked with the other residents here. I worked with a psychologist to work with my inner demons, my inner stuff. And things worked really well for me. You know, I thrived in this environment, and I felt very strong. I felt, you know what, hey, I can take the world on by the horns. And so off to Vancouver I went. And, you know, I had a job lined up and things happened. And within 6 months, I relapsed. And in that relapse, everything that I had built up in the year and a half completely were gone. Got in trouble with the law again. I relapsed quite harshly. It was just nasty. And for me, that was a very strong moment in my life where I honest to goodness thought death was a possibility. You know, I should just die, just be done with it. I'm done here. And I don't know why, but something told me to phone anawim, and so I phoned home, and they just said, "Come home. You know, it's okay." So I came back here, and through talking with my psychologist and talking with the employees here at anawim, I realized one of the biggest things I never dealt with is I didn't deal with my addiction. And I didn't deal with some of my family issues. There was a lot of those sort of things that went on. I got a better grip on my addiction, and I joined a 12-step program and got heavily involved. And I'm still actually a member of the 12-step program to this day, where that's how I continue being able to grow. I don't believe that you ever stop being an addict. You're always an addict, and if you don't get help on a regular basis, the addict mentality will actually come back in your life. So for me, I go to a 12-step program, and that works for me. And anawim supported me through this entire process. They said, it's okay. I went back to school, I got my grade 12, I started to grow spiritually, I started to grow with knowledge and all these little things, and life started to really pick up for me. You know what I mean? Like I found, you know, as time progressed, my position here grew. You know what I mean? Like I started to, went from 2 days a week to 3 days a week to 6 days a week. And I was working all over the hours as much as I could. Then unfortunately, about 10 years ago now, our president that actually opened anawim passed away. And when he passed away, a huge hole was left in the house. So they asked me if I would be the director. And this is like a huge thing. you know. We're doing our mission. We're doing what we need to do. And so, you know, that's how I got involved in anawim, and that is how I'm still here.